Hi everybody, Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors, and today's contract tip has to do with real estate love letters. Are they a good idea or not? Well, just a couple of considerations. A love letter, which is that is a letter that a buyer drafts to send along with an offer in an extremely competitive market. This is February 2021 in Metro Atlanta, and we have an extremely competitive market. Very little inventory and much more demand than there is supply. So we have sellers receiving multiple offers. Multiple offers meaning over 20 offers at a time for a property. So one of the strategies that you will hear a lot about from some coaching companies or online, perhaps even some brokers, is to have your buyer draft a love letter to send along with their offer to pull on the heartstrings, so to speak, of the seller to make their offer stand out so that the seller will choose their offer among the many that the seller has receiving. Is this a good idea? I want you to consider that it is potentially a fair housing violation. So let's talk a little bit about fair housing. The protected groups in fair housing, let me back up. There are federal fair housing laws and state fair housing laws, as well as license laws in Georgia that prohibited conduct on your license, as well as unfair trade practices that have to do that your license could be sanctioned by violating fair housing laws. So not only can you as a real estate agent and your license be sanctioned, but because there are federal and state laws, your public clients and customers can also be in violation of these laws. So what are these 7 federally protected groups? Well, just a quick and easy mnemonic to remember it is fresh corn. Fresh corn. F stands for familial status, and that has to do with being married, being single, having children, not having children. R is religion. E, nothing for E. S, sex, and that is an adjective, not a verb. H is handicap status or disability. C is color. O, nothing for O. R is race and national origin. So each one of those letters spells out fresh corn, nothing for E and nothing for O. So the easy way to remember the E and the O is equal opportunity. So basically, you or your public buyers and sellers, landlords and tenants also, do not want to show a discriminatory preference towards or against selecting an offer based on one of these protected groups. And with these love letters, for example, if there is a love letter that says something to the effect of, gosh, I can see my children growing up here, so much room in the backyard to play around, things like that. If the love letter contains that kind of information, or gosh, I am an Olympic hopeful, and I can go in bicycling, and I can go ride my bike on the Silver Comet Trail right out my back door. Anything like that is potentially a violation of fair housing laws. So, also when you're advertising properties, perfect for the growing family, well, that could show a discriminatory preference based on the protected group of familial status. So you can't write a love letter or market, for that matter, anything that reveals a potential or religious characteristic, anything that is a protected characteristic under the fair housing laws for a seller to accept or reject an offer based on one of those groups, as opposed to strictly the price and the terms of the offer. So you buyer's agents, you could be thinking, well, this is really just a seller and a listing agent potential fair housing violation if they select my buyer's offer based on this love letter. But I want you to, you're not in the clear. I want you to consider a couple of questions. Is this a regular part of your practice working with buyers? Do you present a love letter on every offer? If you're thinking, well, gosh, the market hasn't been competitive. We've been in competitive markets before. Even within the competitive market, do you present your buyer's love letter with every buyer with whom you are working? If not, could you be showing a discriminatory preference against another buyer who did not present a love letter to a seller? Is this an issue that you bring up in your buyer presentation? So just a couple of thoughts for you buyer's agents. You guys are not in the clear regarding potential fair housing violations with these buyer love letters that a company offers in a competitive market. So what do? Well, you definitely want to educate your clients on the fair housing laws, and there are a lot of fair housing pamphlets and information that you can get online to share with your sellers and your buyers. You need to inform your clients that you must present all offers, period, but not the love letters. And you can't. You might want to put that in the private remarks in your FMLS or Georgia MLS listing for the buyers. Please do not attach any love letters. You have to also, help your sellers go through and evaluate the terms of an offer based on the terms. Regardless, just like you need to, when you're marketing a property, you need to describe the property and not the person that the property would be perfect for. You need to help your sellers evaluate an offer on the terms of the offer and not the people writing the offer. If your buyers do insist on writing a love letter because they too are hearing this, you cannot help them draft it, and absolutely you don't want to be the one to deliver it. Now, after a contract has closed, or perhaps if it's already been negotiated and binding, a love letter might be a nice touch at the closing table as a warm, fuzzy kind of thing. But you guys, you really, really need to be careful. And there are articles put out by the National Association of Realtors that also address this. And again, I encourage you to pay attention to the license laws that surround this issue, as well as state and federal laws, regardless of what you are hearing from many real estate coaches, online training, or online articles about how to be competitive, how to help your buyer's offer get accepted in this competitive market. Again, it's not worth a fair housing violation for you, or a license law violation for you or for your buyers or your sellers. I will go so far as to tell you that one of our agents just took a post-license course for getting a real estate license in Florida. And in that post-license course, there's a whole section on helping buyers with these love letters regarding structuring an offer. So again, just want to bring to your attention, if you are with another brokerage, please make sure to check with your own broker. But also, you guys, you are all independent contractors, and you need to protect your license that you have worked so hard and so long to earn and to keep. So just a consideration. Tell me your comments below regarding love letters. I'd love to hear your experience in the marketplace. Stay tuned. I am going to do another video shortly on strategies in this very fast competitive market where there is less inventory than there are fewer houses to buy than there are buyers on the market. So Lots of strategies I have, a couple you may not have thought of, and look forward to that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors, satisfying your needs with service, innovation, and education.